Don't know what you think, compare me. Adrenaline popping, the blood will be leaking and running. Yeah. I do what I do, I don't care if you like it or love it. Tell all of my I got a new girl. Wait. You tell the police that I'm the bank and I want all my money in hundreds. I'm tired of living on the edge. I want it, they gon' call the feds. I just bought a cost an arm and leg. My mama told me take it back and get a job instead. Where's your common sense? Me and the devil got too much in common, I swear. Yeah. Born in the ghetto, I never had nothing to fear. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, so I might just throw a hissy fit.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in... No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a young man, probably with some butterflies here. A lot of anticipation making his first NFL start. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's go. All right, now look at 56.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to, and I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. Carry now for Miller. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Come on, let's go.
Now back to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hammond. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Here's a give to Miller. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here we go. 1, 9.
On second down, here's Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Let's go.
3rd and goal now. Maybe the offensive court. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, rookie, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And there it was right in front of us. Today's NFL, these guys nowadays, they don't just eat up space. They try and get upfield and make plays in the backfield.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Again on the ground, again with Starks. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They begin with a run by Miller, and he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Throw left side complete. That's Moss. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Back to throw. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So we're going to have a challenge. Remember, last year the tablet was introduced. Most people seem to be happy with how that went, so it's back for 2018.
Yeah, and I thought it helped speed up the process a little bit, to be honest with you. I thought it was terrific that they were able to get that done. Anything you can do to take some of the lulls out of the game and keep it moving, both for the players and, of course, for fan interest, I'm in favor of it.
And for us, too.
No doubt.
They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Moss. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now a handoff to Miller. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Now, that was kind of interesting. It appears this coaching staff really trusts this rookie early in his career. They want to get him a touchdown here in his NFL debut.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's complete. This is Starks. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. So 1 quarter in the books on NFL kickoff weekend. 10-zip our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down at 5 here to start things out. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Toss play to Starks. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. And we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go! 3-19!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
first carry now for Alex Collins. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They go again with Collins. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On third down, this is Collins. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Yeah, I think the blitz there really disrupted the draw.
Yeah, and it's usually when you catch them in a blitz, the draw works pretty well. If you're the offensive coordinator right now, that's visor throwing time, isn't it? Because that's supposed to work in a big way.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Again, it's Miller. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play.
Here we go.
I'd say keep that in mind. If they want to try that again, go play action and hit them over the top.
They'll run it again with Miller. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Let's go!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
And this is no good. Boy, that didn't even get there. Not a good effort at all. And our score remains the same. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get to score. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Here we go. 3-19.
Second down, Collins. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. This is Collins on the handoff. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's great. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ben Gideon in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's great. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. 4th down now. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. It's taken to the 26. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Come on, let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hammond. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go! Brad 38!
They'll set up a throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play.
Come
They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Moss. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Prater on to add the extra point. And oh, can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Looking right sideline, that's complete. A very solid gain of 27. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Shelton. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He hit his first, this one from 38. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, we'll see if I can get through.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. This is taken near the 13. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's been effective in their winning, so it makes it a little easier to put a montage together.
It really does, doesn't it? Because we can see him throwing it really well. But how about...
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Underneath for Miller. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And they give this time to the tailback. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Now back to throw. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm was just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And this is caught at the 8. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's first and goal. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. Second and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And they'll give Miller another crack. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
That time, a 9-play drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Short boot, take it at the 21. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The drive starts with a run by Collins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Saints on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 30!
Looking to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Pulled in at the 24. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 31 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Steelers set to take the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
That is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here we go! Green 38! Green 38!
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go!
Running left is Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Come on, let's go!
They'll set up to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Here's Jacob Shum now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it rest of the game. And it does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know the rule is first guy hold up the runner, everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free. You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Saints on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Boom, down it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter.
Offense.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
After the penalty, it's Miller. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go.
3rd and goal from the 5. Maybe a little play action situation coming up. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And again, it's Collins. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Shelton. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Saints on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. So the false start will back them up 5.
False start, offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. The Saints on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. And the third down pass falls incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fielded just inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. Brandon's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. Oh, now Miller slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And now a first down following that long gain. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Decision there, no one open, he just throws it away, and that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing, you already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Here we go!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Simon. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ben Gideon in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. I don't care if you're taking it in round one, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll look to throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And they're going to be set up with excellent field position to start the drive as that gets out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They're going to look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And here is the punter, Shum, as he sends this one away. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
I got 87, that's speed, boy. Oh, here we go.
They'll begin the drive with Collins. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, there was no blitz. That was just a draw play that, to be frank, didn't fool anybody.
Did we hear the entire stadium screaming draw? Because it felt like everybody was all over that play, and the defense won that battle.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gray. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Malachi Dupree that time. And it's 3rd down. A little too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Gray. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Set, 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The penalty on 1st down backs him up 5. It's now 1st down at 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1.